Welcome to Anita Inspires. This podcast will motivate and inspire you to be better. With author and host, Anita Fontaboa.
Welcome. I'm your host, Anita, and today we're embarking on a powerful journey to tackle a topic that affects us all. Do not live in fear. Raise your energy. I will be discussing 5 steps that you can take in order to tell fear bye-bye. Step 1 is to acknowledge that living in fear is a life half lived. Fear has a sneaky way of stopping us from taking risks and pursuing our dreams. Let me share a personal story to illustrate this point. I once had a burning desire to attend law school and was all set to apply to schools in Florida. However, my mother, who relied on me for support, voiced her concerns about what if. What if something went wrong and I wasn't there? I felt guilty and decided not to apply, leaving me with the persistent what if questions that have nagged me. It took me some time to break free from this mental trap. I realized these contracts encompasses the lessons we're here to learn, the career we aspire to pursue, and more. My father's control was significant, and I will touch upon that topic in another podcast. He told me there weren't good lawyers to help him and encouraged me to become a lawyer myself. This was outside of my original plan. I had envisioned a dentistry career for myself. However, I explored law, trying to get into law school and even working at a law firm. But I realized it wasn't my true calling. For the first time, I decided for myself what I loved to do and was passionate about. I decided to become a blogger and a vlogger, which is a person who does videos. It was a way to conquer my shyness and break free from the fear that had held me back for so long. I have embraced this risk and I've now been blogging and also vlogging for more than 12 years. It's not just fun for me, I genuinely enjoy every moment of it. I've let go of the fear and shifted to a positive mindset where I am in control and the fear can take a hike. Let's talk about stopping the worst case scenarios from dominating our thoughts. This is step 2. Imagine when you couldn't help but imagine the worst probable outcomes of any situation. I used to do that. But one day I had an epiphany. I realized I couldn't keep living with this mindset. It was paralyzing me. Yes, bad things happen. You can truly live once you switched off fear. For example, my car was broken into in the garage in my building the night before I had surgery. I was in a state of mindful peace. I didn't react with fear and anxiety. The old me used to think, oh my God, now I must spend a fortune to fix it. They're going to charge me an arm and a leg. But I stopped because I decided I'm not going to let fear have power over me. I took a deep breath, dealt with the situation practically, and I let it go. I didn't let it consume me, and I was able to move on with my life. In the previous podcast with Linda G, I shared how I consciously turned off the news. This is step 3. There's no denying that the news media often bombards us with images of war breaking out, or riots, or people getting killed, and it's distressing scenes of people suffering. Consuming this kind of content does not enhance our lives. It does the opposite. It fills us with worry and anxiety. There's a war right now that Hamas has started. It broke my heart for all the innocent people being killed by these terrorists. I must turn off the television because it hurts me to see it. I use that to pray for all of them, see where I can send supplies or I can lend a hand. You realize that caring and taking actions to help others does not mean that you have to live in fear, but you can tell fear, bye, Felicia. Now, when I say look the other way, I'm not suggesting you stop caring. This is step 4. I encourage you to pray to those in need and be helpful if possible. But here's the key. Don't let fear control your life. I've been there. I've watched tragic events on the news and felt powerless. We all remember 9/11. However, I've learned I can become an instrument of change without fear by sending my love, my support, and positive energy. You have the power to decide what you consume, especially in media. This is step 5. It's okay to watch the news to stay informed, but limit how much fear-inducing content you digest. I like to start my day with a quick news check to be aware of current events. Then I intentionally change the channel to something lighthearted or humorous. I return to the news for the weather update and a glance at the sports. Moreover, I don't let it consume my day. This simple act allows me to turn the channel off to fear. It's important to realize that you control your media consumption. You have the power to shape your own narrative and choose content that uplifts and inspires you. Make a conscious effort to curate your media and focus on information that empowers you and positively fills your life. I have exciting news. So, my book, Gratitude with Grace Finding Happiness, is available to pre order. It will be releasing on November 11th. You can pre order it right now on Barnes and Noble for the paperback and the ebook, and Amazon for the ebook only. Everything will be releasing on November 11th. The hardcover will be coming next week, and I'm going to leave the links below in the description. If you've loved the books The Secret by Rhonda Byrne and Signs by Laura Lynn Jackson, you will enjoy Gratitude with Grace Finding Happiness, as this book will uplift and empower you. And that's not all. For everyone that pre-orders my book, I have a link of a Google form that you can sign up. I will send you a bonus chapter if you pre-order my book. And you're going to be entered into a giveaway to win a gratitude journal and a whole bunch of swag. Also have some additional exciting news. I have a merchandise store through Teesprings where it's filled with inspiring tees, mugs, and stickers. You can get shirts that say I love me, do you, and inspiring you to be better. I designed these with passion to motivate you and spread positivity and remind you of the power of change.
Thank you for listening to this podcast. Like and subscribe to never miss a show. Leave me a comment if this topic resonated with you. And share it with your friends and family. Anita Inspires is inspiring you to be better.